Good evening and welcome to the final session of the International Championship semi-final between Jamie Anderson and Mike Mora. You can see on your right there the score, 7-6 to Mike Mora. They've played 2 frames this session and Anderson's won them both. So Anderson doing well to get back in touch with Mora. It's the first to 9. And can Anderson keep up this momentum he's gathered in this session, this final session? Oh, he's missed that red there. Mora now on the table. Don't think he can get through to that red that missed at that pocket there, though. Trying to double here. Very risky. He's not got it. Anderson back on the table. Long red into the top right-hand pocket available to him. He's taking on this red, this cut into the bottom left. Oh, and just missed the pocket. He got a nice little hit on the edge of the bottom middle pocket. It's giving him nice position on the blue. So fortune has favoured Anderson so far in the last few exchanges. Blue goes down. Looking at this red to cut into the bottom middle. And he's put screw on that to bring it back round the table. He's got great position on the black. Now his next red is not straightforward. He's going to have to move himself down to the bottom of the table. Nothing will go in that cluster unless he has an angle where he can move in. So he's decided to take the long red into the bottom left here. And he's got it. Great shot. Now he has an angle on this black. He can open these reds up. Looks like he's taking it on. Black goes in. What's the table like? And it's beautiful. All red split now. This red into the top left. Follow on for the pink. Pink will then go into the brown spot though. Needs to be wary of that. Yeah, the pink will go on the brown spot. So will he have noticed that? He can't go for the black, so he's going to have to go for the pink here. So the pink will be out of availability for the short term. And we'll have to use the black, but the yellow is blocking the black's path to the bottom middle. So it's only available into the top middle at the moment. So that's a bit... Well, he'll pot this black now, and the black will go on its black spot. So 37 break now. He's 40 points in front. $41 points in front now, 51 on the table. 48 points in front, 50 on the table. So this red will leave Mora needing snookers. And it looks as though Jamie Anderson might be bringing this match all square to 7 each with 3 frames to go in this semi-final of the International Championship. And confirmation there on this red. So barring any fouls on this shot, Anderson takes the frame. And it's 7 each. So great start to this session for Anderson. Mike Mora will be slightly worried. You want to make an impact, of course, and do something in this match, in this session especially. Anderson's taking his chances, and obviously has dominated the last 3 frames. And Anderson making a nice break here, and he needs 114 to beat the record. I don't think he can do that though. 27 on the table now. $116, so he could potentially beat the high break. So you can get 100. Oh no, sorry, I was going off the 89. So no, I don't think he can go. He couldn't have got the break. He couldn't beat 114. But anyway, he's got into the pocket. You couldn't get a century, would have been nice, but the frame is what matters. Mora just concedes. So 7 each. And with each frame, the pressure will build. Both players continue on. I'm just going to quickly refresh this page. Bear with me for a moment, please. I get back to coverage now, so back on the table. 15th frame of this 19-frame match. Sorry, 17-frame match, sorry. 3 frames to go. First to 9. Anderson has a great session, has won the last 3 frames. Mike Mora will be slightly tentative. And he'll be itching to get his arm moving and get his cue flowing. Roll up onto the top of the cluster there by Mora, not leaving anything on. Anderson looking here to play safe. Looks like he's just going to touch. No touching ball in this online game on the flash system. Would have been handy there for Mike, but he's just going to have to touch it again. And he's actually screwed back, and it looks like a nice pace as well. That's a very good shot by Mike Mora. Excellent. Jamie may be able to get through to that red top left, but it's a long, risky shot. He's gone for it. He's got the pace, but he's not got the accuracy. So Mike Mora is rewarded for that previous shot he made to play safe. He's looking at a long red into the top right. This is again risky. Both players are very aggressive. Can he afford to do it at this stage of the match, though? He's gone for the middle. Even tougher shot, and he's not got it. And he's not left anything on, actually, so whether he was aware of that and took the chance, good shot if he did. Anderson takes the white behind the brown. Good safety shot, but I think he's left a gap, and Mike Mora can see this red. Missed it. So Mike's potting shoes are not fully tied up yet. Red into the bottom middle here for Anderson. Only has the black. It'd be a long black into this bottom right-hand corner pocket, which is not favourable to all players. Looks as though he's playing safe. £75,000 at stake in this match. The winner will be guaranteed that amount for being a finalist, and will go through to the final of the grand final of this international championship. There's a few matches in the losers bracket still to go to see who will meet the winner or the person in the grand final. The loser of this match will go into the semi-final playoff to decide who is the finalist. So both players can maybe take some comfort that they still have a chance, another opportunity to make a claim for this title. Red into the top right-hand pocket. Anderson on the table has an opportunity with that pink to move straight into the reds and open them up. It's a straightforward pot, and he puts plenty of top on. He could ram right into those reds, but sometimes maybe he doesn't have the angle or feels he can do it a better way. Well, if he's on that red on the left side of the cluster, then that's a lovely shot. He's looking at it, and it was, but where's the white going? And he's snookered himself completely, so not a path really that has brought him any fruit. He's now going to have to, he's going for the green here off 3 cushions, and he's missed it by quite a margin, and that means Mike Mora has the option to put Anderson back in, and he has. So Mike Mora needs to try and keep it as safe as possible. There's a red on this left-hand side of the cluster that could maybe cut in. He's looking at it. And he's got the pot. Oh, but very unfortunate. Very unlucky there. Anderson goes in off that red. Sorry, that was actually Mike Mora who did that. Apologies. Unlucky to Mike. And now Anderson puts the red into the top left. Now has the black. He might try and get position off and move into the pack, but he's just missed it. So end of break. Unless there's any kind of plant on, which I don't think there is. So safety play here for Anderson. International Championship semi-final. And he's completely missed the red. And he's put the white behind the blue, and he's just played Mike's next shot for him. And of course, Mike is going to put him in. And Anderson, what Anderson needs to do is to play it as slow as possible into the pack, so he doesn't bring any reds out. Mike can be devastating if he has a chance like this, if the reds are split up a bit. And Anderson just scrapes the red. Sorry, just doesn't scrape the red. And it's another foul for Mike Mora. Now, will he decide to try and play a safety here or put Anderson back? It looks as though he's having a look at it. And that was the risk, hitting it too thick. And he did hit it too thick, and he's gone into the pocket. So foul, 4 points for Anderson. And Mike expresses some distaste at that. Said he never expected it, but you hit it a bit too thick there, Mike. And that's not an ideal shot. I'm not sure if Anderson can see that black in order to pot it. And he's lucky that he's got the yellow as a relatively easy shot. But he hits the brown. And where's the white gone? It looks as though the blue is partially blocking the cluster at least. And so Anderson can only see the red here. So end of break and safety shot. He'll be looking to get into the bulk area and tie it on the right cushion. No, he's decided to play behind the black or use the black and brown as security. And the red's landed on the bottom cushion. I look close to the middle, and what a shot. Mike Mora's doubled it into the top middle, and that's a brilliant shot. I didn't expect that at all. And that just shows you the plethora of shots that Mike Mora has in his armory. Now, unfortunately here, though, he's lost position. There's a full ball plant on potentially, but I'm not sure if he's going to go for that. No, he's decided to play safe, so... But it's not very safe though, Mike. Anderson back on the table with a chance. A long red, although it is a bit risky. You might play it at a rate, just a soft pace, so if the red does miss the pocket, it moves away from the pocket. Saying that though, the white would offer other reds, so it's a difficult, risky shot this for Anderson. He's played it and he's got it, and look at that pace. Great shot. Brilliant position on the black. This frame is very, very important, and will just mean that the winner of this frame needs only one more frame to win, with its opponent needing 2, and that will be extra pressure and a slight advantage to the one who can win. Red into the top middle, Anderson on the table. $24 points in front as he cuts the pink into the bottom left. Now, Mike, it'll be very risky if he tries this red. I'm presuming he's going to try and get behind the brown. And he has. That looks like a nice shot, and the red's gone in. So some fortune for Mike Mora there, and he has a straight black on the bottom center here, which he gets, and should have reds into the top center. So we can get position off this shot. Anderson's only played it, which is something I find slightly hard to believe, but you have to take him at his word, and it was a superb shot if that's the case. Easy to say afterwards, but why shouldn't we believe him? So snooker's needed for Mike Mora now. Black goes in, has position on this red, but I don't think it. I think that's it. Sorry, Mike Mora's on the table. My apologies. So Mike Mora doesn't need snookers. He needed to pot the black in order to get a snooker, to come out of snookers. So he needs a color here. So he stays within, so he can still win by potting the rest of the balls. But he needs this brown. Pots it, and he's looking for position here on the yellow now. And that's a beautiful shot. I think he can get through here. Just about. And if he might go forward here on the green, but it's too straight maybe. No, he's got a bit of an angle. 24 points of difference, 25 on the table. Mora can win if he pots all the rest of the remaining balls, including the black. He's tight on the cushion here though. The natural angle will give him position on the blue, so he just needs to concentrate on the pot and make sure he puts some follow through. He pots it, has the blue into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. He could try for the center, but the Bottom left is the best way. Oh, and he's missed it. Wow. That would have sealed, well, it would have given him put him in a strong position. We just had the pink over the pocket and to screw back for the black. Anderson pots the blue though. And so snooker's needed by Mike Mora, but the pink is over the pocket and Jamie Anderson pots the pink and takes the frame. So Anderson gets through that frame, wins his 4th frame on the trot. And it's now 8-7 with Anderson needing one more frame to go for victory and for a place in the grand final. They continue on, no breaks, no toilet breaks, no intervals. Mike Mora just wants to get on with it seems. Some players may have just had 15 minutes, glass of water, regrouped, but Mike Mora is carrying on. And Jasper Koosman looking on there, just saying that he missed the end of that frame, but concedes it was a tense one, and already Mike has been able to get Anderson in a tight spot here. It's forced him into a foul. Possible red into the top left here, but nothing really on. We'll have to come up for the blue. And the angle was just a bit tight and he undercompensated and has opened it up for Anderson. And Anderson playing at a really fast pace here. He's really G'd himself up for this session and he's going all out attack. And it seems to be working. Mike Mora may have been caught sleeping a little bit. Anderson, nice shot as well, has got a pot on the red here after going into the cluster. Screws it back, puts a bit of power. 2 reds potted, but unfortunately he's lost the path towards the bottom middle, so he might try a snooker here. Just 10 points here, unless he goes for a double, of course, but just plays it behind the black and doesn't give Mike any opportunities. Mike Moore on the table in a dire situation at the moment, has lost the last 4 frames since they started this evening, has lost all frames, and now has to win every remaining frame, or 2 frames. He only needed 2 frames at the start of this session, but he's not been able to win any. And has to do something in this frame. Good shot by Anderson. Snookering Mike on all reds. Possibly you can see the edge of that cluster, but he's deciding to go off the cushion here. Now, will he get a break? No, that's dangerous. Anderson has options here. So full pressure by Anderson. And this is what Anderson likes. No fuss, just getting in there, playing the game as though he's playing with his mates in the pub. Doesn't like the pomp and circumstance that sometimes finals and semi-finals can have with national anthems and set times. Doesn't like that, Anderson. Bit too much pressure for him maybe, but he just likes to get on with it and play his match. And when he's like this, he's in devastating form. 15 break. Screws back for the blue. And just not letting Mike have any chances. And Mike, of course, has missed a few that maybe he could have gotten another day. But Anderson pots the red into the top middle. 21 break now. Has a red down the side of the bottom left-hand cushion. Stay on for the blue again. He's going to have on the wrong side of the blue he would have liked, but he's going to go around the table off the two cushions, the right and the top right, sorry. He's gone in for the black and he's got it. But has he got an option? He has a red into the bottom left here that he's looking at now. Such aggression and attack by Anderson tonight. Red goes in, he's still in position, has black now available, and once this black goes in, if you can get a good position on one of the central reds. No, well, he's gone a bit off there. That's not a good shot. I'm not sure if he's got anything on here. So 35 break maybe may end here, but he's got to make it safe. He's got a good red here to get down to the bulk area, and Mike, getting ready for his next shot, needs to contain himself and keep some composure. The reds at the moment, as they are all split up, are just waiting for one mistake to happen and the other player can possibly kill off the game. Obviously, Anderson has a 45-4 lead, so he's 41 points in front and has a slight advantage. It's quite a big advantage, actually. And Mike tries to get the white back to the bulk area, but he's not done that at all. Just stops and visits the blue. And now Anderson has the table again, and he's the one that gets the chance on this table. That's not a great shot for position on the colour, though. The blue is the only one that takes him away, and he's decided to play safe there. I'll put the white behind the brown and the yellow, but it double kissed off the green, and so it's left at least a red for Mike Mora to try again on that safety, but he's hit the green this time. Nothing on, though, actually. He's on the right side of the table. Of course, some of those reds are potable, but would be very difficult and be risky for Anderson, who just clips the red on the far side of the left cushion and takes the white roughly where it was before, but more central. And there's a chance here for Mike Mora. Red into the bottom left. No, he's missed it. And he's left it on for Anderson. So Anderson, with a 44-point lead, has the full table. Reds all spread out. And surely this is the end of Mike Mora's time in the winner's bracket. And he will be going down to what is effectively the qualifier for the semi-final playoff, and potentially will play Jasper Kuzman in that. So even though the loser will get another life, and that's not Anderson was able to accumulate enough points there, and Mike Mora's back on the table. So Jamie will be a bit disappointed he couldn't finish it off there. So Mike's still in, just hanging by his fingertips. And this red here into the bottom left is very difficult. So I'm presuming Mike will be playing safe here, clipping off one of those reds to try and get it back down the table. But the way he's queuing, the way it looks to me, it looks like he's going for the red. 15 seconds left to play this shot. He's looking at it very carefully and conscientiously. Is he going to go for it, or 4 seconds left. Now, is this because perhaps it's because I've timed out. Let's just see. I'm very sorry if that was the case. The clock was going down though. But Mike didn't take any shots, so let's just see. Well, something's happened, but I'm not too sure. Mike Mora's on the table, and he's potted the pink. My apologies there. Perhaps it was me freezing, but the clock was ticking down. But anyway, let's get back to the match. Mike Mora on the table. A nice kiss there to open the black up. And the red has gone in position for potting to the middle. So Mike Mora with a chance here. Nice position on the red. Can take him down for the pink or the black. 35 points to Mike. 54 to Anderson. 19 points of difference. 18 points now. With this black, it will be 11 points. Or with this pink, it'll be 12 points difference. So Mike back in this match. And you know, I have to say, has the slight advantage. He's on the table, can dictate what happens, has the choice to pot the yellow or play safe. Anderson waiting in the wings, probably thought he was off for a drink after this frame and to celebrate his position in the grand final, but that's not the case yet. And Mike Mora on the table, yellow potted as a green, just a slight touch here. He's missed it, but it's safe. So we have an end game now in this 16th frame of the International Championship between Jamie Anderson and Mike Mora. Anderson plays the green to the other side of the table. Doesn't get the full snooker though, but it's pretty safe. But Mike has options. Key will be to get that white safe. And is it safe? Could be. I think it just about is a half snooker there at least. And I hear from sources that say that the red that we freezed on, that we were wondering whether Mike was going to take, was actually was fluked, and this is what gave Mike his option. But we have Mike with a chance here on the green. 52-54, 2 points difference now. Just needs the brown, blue, and pink. Does Mike Mora. Brown potted into the top middle. Great, nice position on the blue here to take him on the pink. So this a great comeback in this 16th frame. And are we going to go to a decider? Just this pink needed. And it's in. So, decider it is. Sudden death frame. 16 frames have been played, but there's not been able to decide a winner. And so the final frame of this match between Jamie Anderson and Mike Mora is about to take place. And the winner of this frame will go through to the grand final and be guaranteed £75,000 as a finalist. Loser will go into the qualifier for the semi-final playoff, and he will play the winner of the losers draw, the losers bracket at the bottom draw. And that will be between either Raphael Hagen, Jasper Kuzman, Mohamed Fawzi, or the loser of this match. Well, yes, the loser of this match will play one of those players in the semi-final qualifier for the semi-final playoff. No, sorry, let me rephrase that. The loser of this match will play the winner of Kuzman, Elhagen, and Forsey. Whichever of those wins the qualifier for the semi-final playoff, and the winner of those three will go through to play the loser of this match in the semi-final playoff. So, as I said, both players do have a second chance. Neither have lost a match in this tournament, so they will have the opportunity, but winning this frame and this match will be a very positive action to their bank balance and to their confidence and reputation. Losing this match is going to be very difficult to get back in the final through the playoff. Going to be another tough match. So obviously the ideal situation will be to get through by winning this frame. It's just one frame. Anyone can win it. Mike Moore has just won his first frame after Anderson won 4 on the trot. That's a lovely shot by Anderson. Trying to break into those reds and open them up. Like I say, continuing his aggressive play. That is shown us this evening. Dropped dead on the bolt line for this red into the top middle. Plays the same type of shot in order to hold on for the green. A number of reds spread around the table, which you can pick from. This red is going for here, into the bottom left. We'll take him down to the black. Has he hit it too hard, though? No, that's beautiful position. Can now move into the pack if he wanted to. Deciding on the loose red on the outside of the pack. Screw back here for the black. Oh, he tried to go into the pack. Has it worked? Well, he's on position for the black. In essence, the reds have gone more together. There is one or two reds you can get from that, but that wasn't a great shot on the black either. He's going to have to go back up the table or across the table as you see it for the red over the pocket, which was safety net should he have gone out of position. Has the blue. Natural position will be just to hold on, and he has reds down the left-hand cushion into the bottom left. Going to have to come back for the blue here, though. 38 break. 39 points, 40 points in front now. Mike still to score in this frame. Fellow player Ken Hopper commenting that some great snooker has been played and it's a credit to both players. And I agree, especially in Jamie Anderson's corner. Mike had the last frame though, so will that make a difference to any of both players' psyche? Doesn't look like it because Anderson's on a 49 break now, 50 points in front. $75 points on the table, 50 points in front. Anderson plays a double, doesn't get it. So Mike Moore is on the table. This red is not easy. It's going into the bottom right-hand pocket, which is very unpredictable. He's going for it, though. He's hit at a pace where It shouldn't really give any advantage to Anderson, but it has. It's probably stopped in the one place where Mora didn't want it. And it's sometimes snooker can be cruel, although Anderson's left himself tight on the cushion there, which was not what he would have been ideal. So he's decided to play a snooker behind the brown. So the semi-final of the International Championship between Jamie Anderson and Mike Mora has arrived at a deciding frame to see who will go through to the grand final. 8 frames each. Anderson has a 51-point lead. And Mike Mora's just missed and fouled from Anderson's snooker behind the brown. Anderson looking at that red. See if it'll go into the bottom left, but you can use that as a shot to nothing. He wants to get safe down. No, he's gone for the other red to go behind the black. Only one red available to Mora. And he's trying to get the white behind the black again. Now, will that red come into the path of the white? I don't think so. Anderson's looking at this pot into the centre. He's got it. Now he's got position on a colour. Well, he's got the black, but it's not easy. He doesn't like the look of it, so I think he's going to play safe here. He's looking at the blue, though. Blue won't go. The yellow's covering it. Has to pot this black if he's going to go for it, because he will leave Mike on if he doesn't, depending on... He's decided on the double. That's a nice, clever shot there, though. I think Mike can cut this red in to the bottom middle. He tried to play it to the left side of the table, and Mike's not going for the middle. He's going for the red into the top right-hand corner pocket. Pots it. Now Mike has 55 points to make up. Needs to pot this black, otherwise he's going to need snookers. Reds are in quite nice positions if he can get himself into a nice position here now. Bit straight on this red into the bottom centre. No, he's stunned it down. Has he got position? Again, it's similar to the shot that Anderson had before, and he can't cut the pink in because the blue's covering it. As far as I can see, the pink won't go, but he's looking at it. Is he going for a double? No, he can hit it into the centre. My mistake. I didn't judge that too well. Now, I don't know if he can pot the red, but it doesn't necessarily matter. It was the pink he needed to avoid needing snookers. Now, the question is, will he play safe? He can't pot one. Or will he go for a risky double? The situation at the frame, it'll be very, very unwise to go for a double here. Could be beneficial and win the match, but very unlikely. The odds against him. Anderson back on the table. This frame to decide who goes through to the grand final of the International Championship. 8 frames each. Just 1 frame to go. And Anderson tried to screw the white back to the bulk area, but it's not worked out. He didn't get enough purchase on it, and Mora has a chance, but he must be aware, Mora, that he needs a colour after each red. Has this black over the centre pocket, and I'll be looking to go off 2 cushions to see if he can come back and get position on the red. Now, looks okay. Red into the centre pocket, but again, he needs a colour, so black is there. Has to play it right. Really going down to the wire here. Red goes in. White has landed onto the cushion, tight on the cushion here. So Mora needs to concentrate on this pot. Make sure it goes in. And it wobbles through, wipes its feet as it goes down. So we're on the final colours. 25 points the difference. 27 on the table. Mike Mora has control of the table and has put Anderson in a snooker. That's a good shot. Aim is to make sure the excuse me. And he's missed that yellow, Anderson. Mike Mora back on the table. So 4 points gained and has control of the table. Looks like he's going to play it and try and put the white behind the black. Looks like he's got a good yellow here. Although it's available to Anderson through the pink and brown. So Anderson has the advantage now. Has he made it pay? Not really. Mike Mora can see the yellow and can now put Anderson in a snooker. Has he got the angle though? Has he got the pace? No, not really. So Anderson can see this yellow. He has a chance. Has he hit it too thick? He has. And the yellow is available now for Mike Mora now. Obviously, if you can get a screw here and land between the pink and green, that would be roughly around the area he wants to land. But he's potted the yellow, and that's a good shot. Has the green available to him. The blue is slightly on, well, it is tight on the cushion, so we'll need precision in terms of position after this brown. And I think he's got a nice little angle to do that as well. Mike Mora on the table, 40 points, 16 points behind, 22 on the table. Anderson waits in the wins. Is he thinking that he's maybe lost this match after such a great performance in this session? Mora didn't have the angle for the brown as I thought. And so potentially Anderson should be back here unless Mike goes for this pot. Very risky though. In terms of the situation of this match, will he take the chance or will he play safe? He's gone for the pot. He's taken the white down. And he's relatively safe. Relatively safe, I would say. Anderson, I don't think will have a chance of potting this. He can go for it, though, and hit it at a pace where the blue should go away from the pocket if he hits it soft. He can attempt the pot. He's not tried to, though. He's taken the white back round the table, and it's just missed going behind the black, and it's another opportunity for Mike Mora. So Anderson taking a risk on that safety shot. Very extravagant shot. It would have been great if it worked out, but it didn't. And Mike Mora's potted the blue. Needs both pink and black. So position on this black off this pink into the bottom center needed for Mike Mora. Can he do it? Does he have the ability to get position on the black off this important pink? And he has, and it looks as though Mike Mora is going to go through. Brilliant play by Mike Mora. Great grit, determination, composure to hold on. And maybe there's a question about Jamie Anderson's shot on the blue. It was quite extravagant. He didn't probably get enough purchase on the blue and wanted the blue on the right-hand cushion more, but it just clipped open, exposed itself over the bottom right-hand pocket, and Mike Moore was able to complete blue, pink, and black to win the semi-final of the International Championship and goes through to the grand final, guaranteed £75,000. Jamie Anderson will go into the playoff and await either Rafat El-Hagan, Mohamed Fawzi, or Jasper Kuzman in a first to four to see who will play Mike Mora. Could have a chance of playing him again. Jamie Anderson, I'm pretty sure, will be disappointed tonight. He won the first 4 frames and took the lead, needing one more frame, and Mike Mora won the remaining 2 frames to win the match. There's some talk and commentary on in the bottle dramatic game, especially the last 3 frames. That was by who said that? Jasper Kuzman. Jamie Anderson said, I had match ball so many times last 2 frames. Well played from Ken Hopper. Kuzman, final black in the final frame. Wow. And yes, you have to say, to go down to the last black just shows you, as I said in an earlier session, these 2 players are very similar players in terms of how they play and their persona, their kind of worldview, their snooker view of how to play, their attitude to playing. Very aggressive play, very fast play, just get in there. Obviously, both players have a good safety game as well, and that will be pivotal in them winning and being consistent. Both multiple title winners, especially Anderson, but Mike Mora has shown great signs this season, and it's bubbling up to be a good end of season to see which of those 2, including Alan Lockett and Mohamed Fawzi, who's up there in terms of being consistent, although Lockett has had a bad January. Mohamed Fawzi, though, is pushing through and is in a couple of finals, I think, and he's waiting in the wings to see if he can get a piece of the pie of the International Championship pie. Jasper Kuzman, of course, is still the man to beat, although he lost from Mike Mora. I'm pretty confident that, barring any really out of form play, he can dictate the matches and still be strong favourite to go through to play Mike Mora in the grand final. But Jasper Kuzman has to get past Mohamed Fawzi and then Mike Mora and then Jasper and then Jamie Anderson to do that. So some interesting matches coming up, and hopefully we'll be able to catch most of the action. But the story of tonight is Jamie Anderson loses after just needing one more frame in the International Championship. Mike Mora wins the semi-final, goes through to the grand final. Thank you for watching, and look out for more matches. As I just confirm in the fixture listings. So there we go. And we can have a quick look at the 9-8 to Mike Mora. And we can have a quick look at how that makes the bracket look. So that's the qualifying rounds on the left, and then round 1. And if you go into full screen here, I just need to refresh this page. Oh, right, okay, so it says 9-1. So match completed, update and back. So that means, so I'll do that again. It should be right, hopefully. Yes. There we go. So finally. So there we go. Mike Moore on the far right in the grand final awaits his finalist opponent in the international championship. He's guaranteed £75,000 and a potential to win £175,000. Jamie Anderson there goes into the semi-final playoff. And if you look lower, Jasper Kuzman awaits the winner of Rafa Elhagen and Mohamed Fawzi. And then they will play a first to four to see who plays Jamie Anderson for a place in the grand final. So Jamie Anderson may have a chance to get revenge. Has to get past Mohamed Fawzi, Rafa Elhagen, or Jasper Kuzman to do that. But that's the end of this broadcast. Thank you very much for watching. Keep practicing, and until the next time, goodbye.